Thank you so much, Sam, for taking your time and join our interview
Yep.
today. We are really happy here to having
Thank you.
you because
Thank you
you
so much.
can, you can share your experience
I'm
through the
glad.
sales.
I'm glad to be here.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask some questions about your journey that you began in sales. Well, first of all, how did your journey into sales profession began, and what motivated you to pursue this career path?
That's a very good question, and I will answer in two parts. I started my career in sales from a sales associate, just like every single person, right? I used to work for a bunch of retail companies in the past. I worked for a bunch of them, and every single retail company I worked at, I usually get the feedback from both management staff and customers that, wow, you do have a talent for selling, though. You do have a talent for selling. Why don't you go into this like full time? Why don't you carve a niche for yourself, the way
I see.
becoming a sales manager you get? And
Mhm.
I'm like, that's very, very interesting, though, you get. And I worked my way. I worked my way. I joined a bunch of retail companies. I came to Jump Plus, and then when I came into Jump Plus, I actually joined as a sales manager as well, and then I liaised with the corporate team. So I and a bunch, like, it's not just me, I and a bunch of other people from the corporate team, we do deal with B2B clients, also business to business. We do deal with like a bunch of a lot of corporate clients. We do have a lot of corporate clients. We do sell to a lot of businesses. Uh, some business that we do deal with, Rogers U of T, which is like right there.
Oh,
We do
Rogers and U
Rogers.
of T. Wow.
Exactly. But yeah, so
Yeah,
those are some
wow.
big names. Rogers U of T. We deal with Toronto International Film Festival as well.
Oh,
TIFF.
wow.
Yeah, we
Wow,
deal
that's
with
amazing.
yeah, thank you. We deal with Seneca as well, though, like a part of Seneca as well, though. I think it's the science and division. But yes, so like I said, so I'm not just the only one like in the team. It is a bunch of us, and we reach out to them. My journey like in corporate sales has been very, very interesting because it is a lot of meetings, it's a lot of networking, it's a lot of it's a lot of emails as well, though. Like, hi, my name is
Yeah.
this. I'm reaching out from you from
Yeah.
Jump Plus. Can we have a meeting together? So lots of late nights, lots of early mornings as well, lots of calls. So
I
yeah,
see.
yeah. So yeah, that would be my
Wow,
journey.
that's amazing. Because, when you work with different organizations and different companies, it's very exciting because you meet new people, you meet
Abs-
a different businessmen. That's
Yeah,
great. Really
yeah,
like it.
yeah.
So,
Thank you.
Kurt,
Okay.
maybe you can ask the other question.
Yep. So you talked about meeting new people, and
Yeah.
when you look for a client, what are your approaches, or how do you find out or reach out to new clients in your market?
Oh, that's a very good question, though. So in my market, though, how we reach out to new clients is let me use the word of mouth. What I mean by that is that, for example, let's say I do help out U of T, for example, like John Plus helps U of T. U of T would, reach out to other colleges. Like, listen, John Plus are the ones who service our pieces. They are surprised with like MacBooks, iPads, and then Seneca might like, oh, really? Yeah. And then a rep from Seneca will reach out and say, oh, hi, I would like to go into business with you. I would like to go into business with you guys. And then with the corporate team, we choose from one of us, and then we're like, okay, fine, you have dealt with schools, you have dealt with schools, and then and then we and then we and then we I'm sorry about that, and then we exchange our emails. We actually go back and forth. We talk about pricing, about like units. We talk about like what kind of services do they want provided. Is it for sales, or is it for service? Because Jump Plus is a company, we actually offer both. So, for example, a lot of U of T students, they could come into, like, it's a partnership that we did enter with U of T, where U of T students can bring in their PCs, their MacBooks, and we do fix it for them, though, right? And then we do charge it back to the university. So we do ask, what kind of service are you looking for? Are you looking for? Do you want us to be like a supplier, or you want us to be like like your service
Yeah.
USC service team exactly. So so we work out the details, work out the pricing, and then that goes sent to accounting, and then and then the
Yeah.
lawyers finalize everything. But yes, so ours just to sell the service to them, and then the accounting team takes over. Though once the accounting team takes over, then it's out of our hands. Yeah.
All
I
right,
see.
thank you.
Thank you so much. Well, I have another question for you, Sam. Could you please share the important experiences or influences that led you to choose a career in sales?
Oh, influences. Okay, yes. Like I said in the beginning, though, right? Like I did have a bunch of from higher ups from every company I have worked at, and also from random customers where they're like, wow, like I really enjoyed your service. This is a really great service. I feel like you should do this full time. You should go into this full time. Because personally, I could sell water to a fish. I could literally sell water to a fish, and those are the kind of talents that you need in sales. Be very confident, be busy, seem very very vocal. Though you get people do like people who are vocal, who are very very confident, who are very smart as well. You have to be very very knowledgeable about whatever you want to sell. So so I would say that like it's stemmed from a bunch of kind words from people, and also I just have a passion for customer service. So like I just have a passion just to sell. Like I want to sell. So I wake up and I actually want to sell. And the interesting part is that people who actually go into like sales managers is that you're always looking for how well you can expand like your portfolio. Like one win, it is not enough. You always want to get another win. But, like how can I better myself again? If you do lose a sale, you want to beat yourself down. Like what could I haven't done better though? What did I do wrong? You just don't. It's not as a sales manager. You don't count a loss as a loss. Like what? I don't get that company. It's fine. You have to ask yourself why. Who did they choose to be their business partner and why? You get. So so let's say we want to go into business with like the government of like Canada, and it did not work out, and they chose another firm, right? So I, as a sales manager, I would want to know why. Like, what's the reason why that firm is better than also why did they choose that firm, and then when, why, and then how. You get, and then from that, I actually build on that. Or like I take those reports, those findings back to my team. I'm like, listen, governments have kind of chose XYZ company because they did this, they did that. We need to improve on this. We need to change this. We need to change that. You get, and then I bring it to my team, and then we sit like on a round table. We actually talk about this, and then we go to our president, and say, can we implement these changes if we do want to make more sales? So you get, if we do want to bring in more distinct clients, and then that's exactly how it actually goes.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's really interesting.
Yeah, amazing experiences. Well, let's move to the fourth question.
Yeah.
About how you prospect the new clients. And I think what are your approaches or methods to identify and reach out to new prospects in your target market? Like how do you find them? What are the methods that you use to find, as an example, you said how to find the prospects such as U of T, Seneca College, or the other prospects?
Yeah.
Good. Thank you for that. So how we do find prospects with clients is that like I say, word of mouth is very, very important. Like a friend of a friend, but in our business, a company to a company to a company. You get. Also, it could just be networking. Networking is the most important part. But, like I'm talking LinkedIn, I'm talking events. Like like you do go for like an event. Oh, hi. Which company are you with? Oh, you're with Campus Dental. Oh yeah, sure. I work at St. John Plaza. We could supply you guys. And also though, you also need to look out for new companies popping up. So what are those new companies popping up within your vicinity? Is it a school? Is it a private equity company? Is it like a financial firm? Go in there, introduce yourself to everyone. Is because one thing that with new companies, everyone wants to like impress, right? So so you walk in there, you're like, hi, my name is Sam. I still work for John Plus. I see that you guys you guys just popped up. We have been in this business for 30 years. We do supply computers, we do supply service, and everyone is happy. They're like, yes, absolutely. Like honestly, like it's so interesting because recently, when we do go out on our networking events, like with other clients, they do tell us about, oh, hi, Sam, I do know this new school popping up though. Oh, I do know this new restaurant, this new this new polytechnic. It could be, honestly, guys, it could be like anything. Just walk in there, introduce yourself. Again, like I said, integrity is always, like I was saying now, Alan, integrity is very, very important though, you know, like walk in there and be very, very honest. My name is Sam. I still work for Jump Plus. We offer these services though. You don't, again, you don't want to, you don't want to pitch right there and then, because some
Yeah.
customers get bored. Just keep it short, brief, give them your card and smile. And I promise you, within 2-3 days, they would actually reach out to you though. You get,
Oh, that's really
yeah,
good
exactly.
advice.
So that's how we do reach out for prospective clients though.
Okay, I have a question. So earlier you're talking about how sometimes people don't say yes to you, or like
Yeah.
you lose to other companies. How do
Yeah.
you effectively demonstrate that your product is better? Or how do you like show that this products at Jump Plus is better than X, Y, and Z company?
Oh, yeah, absolutely though. So after you've laid out all your cards on the table, you don't want to talk about numbers immediately though. You want to talk about, you know, like the kind of services, and also you want to talk about your, because companies do have resumes as well. The companies do have resumes, and your resume as a company is who you've done business with though. So for example, like I said, if I want to work for the government of Canada, I need to show them that I can deliver the, like, listen, we've worked with let's say like Etobicoke Council. We've worked with the government of Ontario. So once they do hear that, they're like, oh, okay, you know what? Since they've worked with this company like on a smaller scale, right? Then I guess that, you know, they are reliable though. So again, you want to mention companies that you have worked with in the past, and then the government will actually reach out to those companies and say, oh, listen, have these people work, because they do have people as well though, right? They do have people that reach out to actually confirm that what you're saying is true. So that's why you have to be very, very honest. So if we do pitch ourselves to governments of Canada, like listen, we've worked with governments of like Ontario, so we can actually service you better, and they still say no, like, you know, like we don't want to work with you, then I said that's fine. Then, like I said in the beginning, we would now do our own research and say, why would they pick this company rather than us? So despite the fact that we do have an amazing resume, and that's when we do go back to the drawing board. Is it like a pricing issue? Is it like a timing issue? Is it like could we deliver faster? Could we deliver sooner? Could we cut our prices? You know, could we cut our prices for the
Yeah.
government of Canada without losing sales? So those are some of the methods that we do use now. Yeah. So
Like while you're pitching to someone your product, have you ever had anyone tell you like, stop, I don't want this?
no,
No,
not at all, not at all, not
not
at
at
all.
all.
Because one thing is that people want to be polite. They don't want to
Nice.
be rude. So you could see it from your face though, right? Yeah, you could always
Yeah.
being a sales manager, you always want to know how to read facial expressions. So once you see that the client isn't getting bored, or, you know, tired or looking away, that's when you like cut it short, give them your card and a smile. So now there is a chance that you've lost that customer, but what you could do is that you could send another person from your team, because it might just be, you know, exactly, just say, hi, reach out to this customer, reach out to this client. I could sense that, you know, it wasn't, and then yes, and 9 out of 10 times, once a different sales manager reaches out, yes, it actually works out. So like I said, it could just be like, you know, like you call them like at the wrong time. You know, they could be going through they could be going through whatever. That's why that's why I'm like, emails and phone calls are very, very important. You get, because once you guys start to exchange emails, then it's like a done deal though.
Okay. You have any other questions, Ali?
Well, yeah, thank you so much, Sam, for sharing your experience. Well, when it comes to probing with a prospect or client, let's say the businesses, because, you know, our focus is on business to business. Well, how do you discover and underline the needs and challenges of your prospects during the sales process? And how do you know their needs? What do they really require?
Oh, I'm so sorry though. Could you repeat that question one more time, Ali?
Yeah, for sure. Like, can you explain about the process of probing and understanding the specific situation or problem or implication and need of your prospects?
Like basically you're talking about like the problems that I face when
Oh,
approaching new clients, or
he's asking like,
Yeah.
how do you find the needs of the one
oh, okay, of our prospective clients. Yes,
yeah.
that's a very, very good question though. Again, you might want to, so like I said, we do like our own research. So we do go out in the field, let me use like a school for example though. So let's say like there's a new high school popping up just beside us. So again, what do high school needs? So high school need computers, or what do high school need? High school needs they need technicians who would actually fix a laptop, right? Again, don't get me wrong, high schools do have they do have a, like a technical team, what's it called, like IT, yes, IT department, exactly, yeah, exactly. So what we do though is that, okay, it's the schools need computers, and they do need service. So we reach out to the IT department saying, hey, listen, we could actually supply you guys with you guys have what, like 100 students. We could supply you guys with 100 pieces, and we could cover the cost of some repairs. So rather than giving it to you at the retail price, we could give you guys at a cheaper price. You get, which is a very, very sweet deal though, you guys. Because one thing is, again, a school they always need someone who's going to be that, like, their full-time IT supplier. And again, one thing is that, they want a place, schools want a place that is like, closer, faster. And if a school is like nearby though, like you've already won that contract, you get. But if there's also like, if there's also like, skepticism, like they don't want to like use you, they don't want to come to Jump Plus, you get, then that's when you do sell yourself though, you do tell them about the other schools that you've worked with, or your other clients, and then that also builds confidence, all right? So that's how you probe. Like, for example, schools, that it's actually going to be max, entry level max, and also fixing off a max as well though. If it's for example, Toronto International Film Festival, like TIFF, then it's going to be if it's TIFF, then it's going to be like they want like high end computers, because these are going to be TIFF, Toronto International Film Festival. These are like you're talking about like graphic designers, you're talking about video editors, about sound engineers. You get these people who need like heavy lifting devices, like an M3 with like 16 gig, 48 gig. So you get, so that's how you probe. You actually find out what kind of device that they do need though. Yeah.
One of the most important parts of sale is the closing, right?
Yeah,
You have to
exactly.
stick the landing. What are
100%.
your techniques to like make sure it lands?
Absolutely though. So how we do land, so is that you have to not you have to, but sometimes just toss it like a freebie. You get like a
Uh,
saying that, saying, you know what,
to say you said something about freebies, right?
yeah.
And you do deal something with computers and phones and whatnot. Can you give an example of a freebie? Because it's a kind of expensive to give out a free iPhone.
Oh, no. Sorry. What I mean by freebie though, to like clients is that, you remember I talked about pricing. So,
Yep.
you could actually undercut pricing in a way that doesn't affect you. So you could tell the customer that, listen, we do repairs. Let's say for like a top kit, you could say, you know what, instead of charging you $100 per top case for each laptop, I could charge you $80, and they won't find that deal anywhere else. So you get, so that's what I mean. So that's where, and they're very, very happy though, you get. So because
yeah.
they're getting, exactly. So you are charging them $80, which is cheaper, but you're still not losing money though. You get, so it's a win for them and it's a win for you as well though, right?
Yeah,
So
new customer. Yeah.
exactly. So that's how it is. Yeah.
I see. Well, I have another question for you. When it comes to key attributes
Yeah.
that make a professional business to business sales
Yeah.
a successful deal, like what do you believe are the most crucial skills that contribute to prominent success as a professional business to business salesperson?
Those are very good questions, and I'm going to tell you my top 3 keys that have actually kept me in this industry for this long is honesty. You need to be very, very honest though. Do not lie to your prospective clients though. If they're asking you for figures, do not overinflate your listing value ever, because trust me, it is going to come back and it's actually going to haunt you though. And what I mean by that is, if you do inflate your listing value, if you do inflate your listing target, what's going to happen is that eventually that client will actually drop you. And I guess what, your good name has been ruined. So they'll go and say, yeah, work with St. John Plus, they liars, oh really? They're like, yeah, they actually told me this, which is wrong. And guess what? Every single client that you do have will actually start to drop you. That is how fast it actually goes in a B2B as in business that you get. Because word of mouth travels really, really fast. So you need to be very, very honest. So if there's something that you cannot deliver, I'll be honest, I'm sorry, I cannot give you those numbers right now. Or you know what? Yes, we could only do maximum 48,000 units. We can do more than that. Be very, very honest. If you lose the sale, fine. Then you as a company have to see how you can actually improve. How can you make 5,000, 10,000, 20,000 though? But be very honest though. That's number one. Second will be like integrity though. Now these two go this is hand in hand. Like tell your if your project clients want you to, you know, undercut something or do something illegal, or you know, tell them no, I am sorry, we don't offer that kind of service. This is not something that we can do for you. We are very sorry though. Now they might go somewhere else, but again, always maintain your integrity, because if it's something illegal, then for example, if a client says, oh, you know what, we have this okay, let me give you guys like an example though. So for every single MacBook that we do receive, clients or corporates, Find My has to be turned off. Like it is Apple's policy. Find My iPhone has, like, it has to be turned off. So if a company comes and says, oh, you know what, we did have 5 employees leave and Find My isn't turned on, can you guys, you know, just work on it? We cannot do that though. It has to be turned off. So either they have to contact those employees to turn off Find My, or we cannot work on those end devices. So that's what I mean by integrity. Always maintain your integrity. Always maintain Apple's standard of service. And trust me, that would actually go like a long way, because even if I didn't go into business with you, everyone around would know. You could even tell people that, yeah, so why did you guys not go into business with XYZ company? Or, you know, it did not work out because of this. We have to maintain our integrity. And they're like, oh, wow, you know what? Yeah, then I want to do business with Jump Plus. So integrity is always important. Last but not the least should be the most important, which is knowledge. You need to have a knowledge of you need to have a knowledge of what business, of what you can offer your prospective clients. So I love what Kurt asked in the past, that, you know, how do we probe, how do we see the needs of our prospective client, right? And that's where knowledge comes in though. So you ask yourself, what do they need and how can I provide that in service? So I gave an example of a school. How about like hospitals as well though? What kind of devices can I provide for like hospitals? iPads, of course, everyone in a hospital needs an iPad to check their chats, so you know, to take down appointments, to take down, you know, to record charts and everything for like a patient, drugs, prescriptions, everything. So you know, so these are things. So you have to have a knowledge of what business you want to go to. If it's a school, what kind of service are you actually going to provide for a school? If it's a hospital, what kind of service are you going to provide for like hospital? If it's like a museum or whatever, though, like you need to know exactly what kind of service you can't just go and say, oh, John Plus, and we can offer you computers. Okay, we don't need computers, you know, like it's like me walking into Microsoft and saying, hi, I work for John Plus, I could service you. And you say, like, it doesn't work that way, okay? Because these are companies. There's no service that we can offer Microsoft, though. You know, so you know, so you need to understand your client base, and you need to know exactly what kind of service you are going to. For example, U of T though, U of T, for example, can we offer iPads? Yes, to students, but these are mostly for like professors, right? These are mostly for like service heads. And the first thought would be to provide them with a MacBook, because they would need a MacBook. Okay, you just can't go into your office and say, hi, I could provide you guys with 20 iPads. Yeah, we need iPads, but we need MacBooks. More important, you get. You could go into like Kensington Health, for example, and say, you know what, why don't we offer you guys 360 iPads for this pricing? Okay. Now, do we need iPads? 100% of it is easier for like a doctor, a nurse, whatever, to walk around with like an iPad compared to like a MacBook, you know, logging around your heavy MacBook, whatever room you actually walk into. Tell them, you know what, if this actually damages, we could actually fix it for you at this price. Yeah, so that's what I mean by having knowledge. You need to know exactly what kind of service you'll be giving to your prospective clients.
Exactly. So one of the most crucial skills of, you know, B2B professionals is to understand what they prospect really need and what advantages and what features does fulfill their needs. I think that's the most important one, to offer the best product or service from the company.
Exactly.
Well, I have another question for you.
Yeah.
Sam, for college students like us who we study marketing and sales.
Yeah.
We're aspiring to succeed in sales or marketing. What advices or recommendations would you offer to help us excel in this field?
Okay, thank you so much for that question, Ali. That's a very, very good question. I would say network. network as much as possible. Though. I promise you, though, there's no wrong networking. If you do have any events in your schools that are like, that bring together the market students, network among your peers. Always attend any function. So for example, let's say, just like I told you, a few days ago, there's an app called Eventbrite. Go on the app, look for events that are similar to sales and marketing. Always attend those events. Introduce yourself. Hi, my name is Ali. I am a student at XYZ College. This is what I study. And then you guys trading information, and I promise you within 3 to 6 months, you will see yourself, oh, hi, Ali, I do have a prospective I have like a job offer for you. I have this, I have that, I have this, and I promise you, do not only network within your vicinity. Go far and wide. Though, if your school is in Toronto, you usually live in Toronto. Networking and in Brampton, networking in Sagado, network online as well. Though there's online marketing, networking events that you could actually attend. Because one thing about networking is that do not only network within your vicinity. Have someone who knows someone in say Vancouver, in Alberta, in Montreal, because you never can tell where your landing is actually gonna foot. You get, because for example, Ali, like your sales and market student, right? If let's say you have a passion for let's say fashion, for example, right? And Canada Goose are hiring for like a marketing manager, and you've already networked in the past from someone who works for Canada Goose. Oh yeah, I do remember someone, Ali, though, like he's just in cool kid, though, he has a smile on his face, though, and he's always confident again. And then they could text you or send you an email. Hey, Ali, there's like an opening at a Musnokul at in Canada Goose at the head office for marketing manager. Submit your resume. Exactly. And again, once it referrals is very good. So once you apply for that job, then you could put your referral. Oh, hi, my referral was from David, who I met in Toronto last month or 2 months ago, like at a marketing event. Though. So I would say network as much as possible. That online, wherever though, and also build your LinkedIn profile though. Again, this is ironic because my LinkedIn profile needs a little bit of work, but build your LinkedIn profile though. Okay, like make sure that your connections, people that you went to school with, friends of friends, family members, even though you get professors as well. Whatever job you've done, no matter how inconsequential you think that job is, always add, because connections grow. You don't know someone that knows someone that knows someone. You might go to the letter. You might go on a page of again, if you're into fashion, you might go to the page of let's say Pharrell Williams, and you guys have like one connection, and you could reach out to that person. Oh, hi, like I'm interested to work for Louis Vuitton, for the head office. Can you link me up? And from there, boom, you've already networked. So I'll say, try to network as much as possible. Okay, try to network as much as possible.
Okay,
It's
I have a question for you,
amazing.
Ali. Oh yeah, a question for you, Sam.
Yeah.
What do you think sets you apart from other marketing professionals? What makes Sam special?
I love that question. What makes you special? I mean, what makes me special is that I do the groundwork that others don't want to do though. So a lot of sales managers just want to, they want to, sit behind the desk and do all of the work, send an email. I do want to meet in person. That is something that you don't see a lot in our field, because I feel like it is a generational shift where a lot of people want to just hide behind their phones and emails. I like to go up to you, introduce myself, again with this big smile, give you like a firm handshake, and then we could actually talk. We could actually talk business again. So like I said, there's like a confident thing when you do approach people like in person, because emails. Tell me something. How many emails have you guys ignored right now? Though? Like tell me, you guys have a bunch of emails right now from random companies that you don't even open, right? Exactly. That you see. So so it is very, very good to it is very, very good to walk into to go like in person to those companies. Hi, my name is Sam. I work for Jump Plus. This is what we offer. This is my card. You don't have to say anything right now, though. And I promise you, they would actually reach out to you. So that's what's separating from the rest. So I don't just sit behind the desk and try to get clients. I do the work. I go into these organizations. I reach out, or it could even be like a friend of a friend. So let's say I know someone that works for TIFF. I'm like, hi, I would want to work for let's say for Toronto Zoo. And I know someone that works for Toronto Zoo. Yes, so someone that I know at TIFF would reach out to someone at Toronto Zoo, and I'll set up like a meeting though, like like this in-person meeting, and I walk over there. Hi, my name is Sam. Dave linked us up together. This is what we offer. This is what we've done. This is what we've done in the past. And yeah, I would say that's what separates me. Though I do love the groundwork. I do walk up in this in-person to these individuals and this
I
company.
see. And how about like, so as you said, you prefer meeting in person and
Yeah.
going to the organization
Yeah.
instead of cold calls or email
Meals,
marketing.
exactly. Yeah.
What if our options are limited? Like we
So
only have to cold call the company or cold
Yeah.
call prospects, our businesses.
yeah, then I would
Any
say
experience
yeah,
in
yeah,
that?
no, of course, absolutely. Yeah, that's actually fine as well. For example, like in the pandemic, right, there was no way that you could actually meet new clients. So what it is that you would need word of mouth. So you scout. There's something we call scouting in B2B. What companies are new? What companies do you want to work with, right? And in our industry, right, we do know somebody that knows somebody, right? So let's say I want to work with Royal Ontario Museum. And then I will look, I'm like, I want to work with this company. Who do we know that has a, so I'll talk to my other sales team. Who do we know that has a connection to Royal Ontario Museum? And one of my other team members said, you know what, I know someone that works at Seneca that works at Ontario Museum, right? And then you know what, get that person. So we get that person. Hi, would want to go into business with Royal Ontario Museum. Can you hook us up with can you link us up with someone in there that we can talk to, and they do give us like a number on an email though. Oh, hi, my name is this, I would refer to you by. You always have to make sure you always put the referral, like I would refer to you by, then you put by, let's say by Julia at Tiff or to wherever, and then yeah, and then they'll be receptive because when they say, oh, okay, this person knows someone that I know, right? And then yeah, they'll be very happy to want to talk to you. Oh yeah, hi, how would you yeah, how can I help you? What do you guys provide? And then from there, it's as easy as it's as easy as ABC. So always get someone that knows somebody though. Yeah.
I see. That's
Yeah,
amazing.
so-
Well, I have another question. Would you like to share a story or a moment that you had a sales call and
Yeah.
it reached to a success sales, and like how you navigated the situation to ultimately achieve to success, to the success of sales?
Like, sorry, what was the question again?
Well, would you like to share a story about a challenging sales call
Yeah.
that you had in the past?
Mhm.
How did you manage and how did you navigate that situation to achieve to the sales success?
Oh, that okay. So like a challenging call.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna mention the name of the company, but it was a local company over here in Toronto. We wanted to go into business with them. So I was in charge of calling the IT department of that team. I was like, hi. I was like, my name is Sam. I'm calling from John Plus. I'm one of the cops rep, and we would want to go into business with you. We would like to, we would like to, provide you guys with these services. We see that you guys are in need of new MacBooks. We want to set you guys up for success. We want to, be the ones in charge of, of your IT troubles. So I called the clients and they hung up. So me thinking that, okay, network issues or whatever the right. So I sent like an email. I'm like I sent an email saying, oh hi, just to follow up with a phone call. We really want to go into business with you. We love your brand, and we we feel like we're the best to provide this service for you, right? And it was like, no, we don't think we need this service. We're like, okay. So that was one of the greatest challenges I faced. It was a flat down rejection. I'm like, okay, that's fine. And then I knew that they were having like an event, like an opening. I tried to get tickets to the opening. I had my ways. I had someone that knew someone. I went in there. I made sure I went to who I was talking to, though, right? Yeah, and then I located him like, oh hi. Then I say, oh hi, my name is Sam. We had a phone call and we also had an email, though, right? And then he's like, you guys don't just quit, though, right? I'm like, hey, listen, like I told you on the call, we do love your brand and we are the best for this company. And then he laughed, and then I laughed, and then he called me to the side. He was like, to be honest, that they don't want anything to do with Mac, or they don't think that would be best for the business or whatever. And I always have my iPad with me. It's like a with like a mini spreadsheet of showing them why we're the best, right? So I'm like, listen, these are the companies I worked for like in the past. This is what you need for your business, and this is how this is literally gonna set you up for like a success. He looked like, you guys are so persistent, right? I'm like, hey, like if we knew that this formula wasn't gonna work, I wouldn't have bothered calling like in the first place, all right? So I told him, I'm like, okay, fine, try us for like 3 months. Again, this was a huge risk. I'm like, try us for 3 months. If it doesn't go well, we'll refund you for the 1 month, for 1 month, for the first 1 month. Again, that was very risky. That was very, very risky that I did. Though. In fact, I don't even have authorization to do that. But I was very confident in myself, and because of what I said, he was sold. He was like, you know what, I'm actually because of this, I actually want to go into business with you guys, all right? And obviously speaking, it was my ass on line, so I was keeping my fingers crossed that that nothing's gonna go wrong within the first 3 months. And yes, and ever since then we have been in partnership with that company for the past 2 years now, though. So yeah, so that would be one of the most challenging time of my of his career, and I brought that to the team, and we all improved on that. That if you do get like rejections, like like a phone call being dropped or an email not being responded to, always try to reach out, like in person. If you try, like you say, cold calls, if you try cold calls, it doesn't work. You must always try to reach out like in person, though. You get accept it, exactly. So
Yeah,
All right.
definitely.
Thank you,
that is
Sam.
one time that is that's one time that I would say.
Well, thank you so much, Sam.
Thank you,
No,
Sam.
absolutely.
We really appreciate it.
Yeah,
Thanks so
I
much,
know
guys.
you're a very busy man, and
No.
thank you for your time.
No. Absolutely. Thank you so much, guys,
Thank
for
you.
having me
Thank you
down.
so much for sharing your experience. And
No,
it will absolutely help us in our journey.
absolutely,
I've
100%.
learned a
I
lot.
really hope so. Though. Yeah, thank you so much, Carl. Thanks so
Thank
much,
you
Ali.
so
Though.
much. Have a great rest of your day.
Have a great
You
day.
two guys. Bye,
Okay.
guys.
Bye.